Now, this is incredible. It's 24 nights. It's P&O. It's aboard the Oceana. This is absolutely incredible. It is your epic Caribbean and Azores cruise. And take a look at this fantastic show.
Yeah, P&O, again, another British company, 175 years. They have been taking people around the world, and they do it in such style. These ships have everything you could ever want. You know, great spa facilities for you to relax and get a massage, amazing dining with some of the top names in the British industry like Marco Pierre White, Ollie Smith does the wine on board. Great West End, kind of Broadway entertainment in the evenings. Great UK guest comedians that are going to come on and entertain you as well. Very plush accommodations, a great different selection of bars. With P&O, there is so much option. In fact, there's a great Winners Sports Bar on here, so if you are really up on keeping up with the sport, the Premiership, whatever it is, you can do that on board. The cruise doesn't have to take you away. And again, if you cruise with your kids, it's a very family-friendly experience. And they look after kids in conjunction with the NSPCC from 2 up to 17-year-olds.
That is fantastic.
So it's inclusive for all the family.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, the destinations here, absolutely incredible. Let's dive in. So into Southampton, we've got a few days at sea, and then we are on to some beautiful places.
And remember,
here.
loads to do during those sea days. People coming on board, lecturing, loads of entertainment going on, or just a chance to lay down, read a book, curl up and do nothing. Now, Ponta Delgada is your first port of call. Does a good impression of Eden. It's part of the Azores, rolling hills, expansive lakes, beaches that have resisted tourism. It's laced with walking trails. It's got Europe's only tea plantations. Go and enjoy the restaurants. Local specialities include pineapples, barnacles, tea pudding, all made from a locally grown tea. It's an amazing place. OK, then we're going for some more relaxing days at sea as we head on over the Atlantic before we get to the Caribbean. Oh, yes, here we are. Sunshine, heat, you know, the kind of easygoing, laid-back, rum-filled paradise that the Caribbean is. And your first port of call, one of my favourites, been here so many times, Antigua, St John's, one of the largest of the British Leeward Isles. It boasts, they say, one beach for every day of the year, more than 365 beaches. It's got one of the most spectacular coastlines, and you can just travel around on one of the bus system. You can go and visit historic Nelson, the historic Nelson's Dockyard, of course, where Horatio Nelson quartered his fleet back in the 18th century. You can go to Stingray City. I love Stingray City, where you can hold and you can feed the stingrays. And if you check out my Facebook, you'll see me there with pictures holding them all. Oh, brilliant. Canopy zipline adventure, where you go over the rainforest. And of course, the biggest thing here is just going and relaxing on the beach. I mean, if it's up to me, and I'm recommending one to you, Darkwood Beach. Remember that, Darkwood Beach, deserted paradise. OK, then you're going, to Bassetiere, which is St Kitts. Now, St Kitts, this is a volcano, a very volcanic island, turquoise seas, dense rainforest, and this is sugarcane country. Now, you're looking here at what's called Gibraltar of the West Indies, Brimstone Hill Fortress. It's incredible, with great views right down the coasts. You've also got Romney Manor, the oldest sugar plantation on St Kitts, with connections to the US presidents of the past. You can go for great scuba diving. I learnt to dive in the Caribbean, and I recommend it every single time. I would also say the St Kitts Scenic Railway is probably your #1 tour if you've never been before. Gives you a 4-hour tour right around the rim of volcanoes, past black sand beaches. And again, if you like black sand, go to Pump Bay. If you like the white sand, go to Turtle Beach.
Now Dominica. We're moving on. I mean, there's just so many beautiful places to show you here. We're moving on now to Dominica.
If you watch the Pirates of the Caribbean, you've seen Dominica. You've seen parts of it, and it's incredible. They film it because, again, this is stepping back in time for the Caribbean. It's beautiful. You can trek on the Mom Trios Pitong rainforest. I always get that wrong. And it's got the last surviving settlement of Carib Indians. Carib Indians. These are the indigenous people that we originally get the name Caribbean from. And there's still a settlement on this island. Go and see them. Wonderful people. OK, then you go into Grenada. This is the Spice Island. Wherever you head, you've got fragrant ginger and almond and nutmeg and vanilla wafting up. One of the prettiest harbours that you're seeing here in the Caribbean. Georgian architecture. You've also got the Grand Etang National Park with the Grand Etang Lake and the Annandale Falls to explore, which is stunning. Underwater, there's a great wreck called the Bianca Sea, which is incredible. I've dived a couple of times, which is one of the most stunning wrecks you'll ever dive. You've also got a chance to go and relax on the Grand Dance Beach. You get a water taxi right from where you dock, takes you right the way around, and the beach just stretches for mile upon mile upon mile, and it's full of bars and people enjoying themselves. Fabulous. OK, then we're going to Barbados. It just gets better, doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
You know, the Little England, you know, this is incredible. This is the home of Mount Gay rum, and you can go and taste it and get involved with the fun that happens. I used to see the people staggering back to the ship after they'd visited there.
Back to the safety of the ship.
Exactly. Snorkeling in search of hawksbill and green turtles. You can go and relax on Carlisle Beach for a really laid-back vibe. Take the Atlantis submarine if you don't want to get wet and still see the beauty that awaits you underwater. And obviously a chance to head out to the tropical gardens. You see these guys not only just in the tropical gardens, sometimes on the beaches.
Really?
So you're relaxing on a beach, and there'll be a couple of monkeys in the kind of dense forestry behind you, up at the palm trees. It's really good fun.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And then you've got days at sea, heading back. This time your Azores, you stop at Horta, which is probably the most charming place in the Azores, and it's got the world-famous Peter's Cafe sports bar, which if you're a yachtsman, then you know this. This is the most famous place to stop in the world. It's where all the yachtsmen go, and you have pictures of all the different famous people that have visited there over the years, including Richard Branson and many more. And then you head back to Southampton. This is amazing. You know what?
It's incredible.
We normally say, just a week in the Caribbean for £1,000 is a bargain.
Yeah.
This is £1,299, and you've got nearly a whole month.
Oh, fantastic.
A whole month.
Yeah.
Can you feed yourself for that much and go out for entertainment, have different entertainment every night, go out and get a tan, even if you're paying for a sunbed? Can you do that all for that amount of money?
I doubt it. That is incredible value. We were really surprised, actually, when we were looking at these, we had to check the price again, because that is incredible. Like you said, nearly a month away. You could almost feel the soft sand. Could you almost feel the heat there when we were looking at that?
You really could. And remember, there's a Christmas and New Year sailing here, which would mean you'd be having New Year's Day on a beach in the Caribbean.
I don't think it doesn't get better than that, does it? Take a look there now. You can upgrade to the outside as well, which I think is fantastic. And if you do want to go for this, you've got a lead date there as well for yourself of the 2nd of January. That's a wonderful way to spend the new year.
It is a wonderful way to spend the new year, but also the price of the Christmas and New Year cruise is such good value. When you think the price normally doubles for £1,599 there for an inside, and the outside even cheaper.
Absolutely.
Really
I think
good.
incredible value. You are saving £690 off the brochure price. So that really is incredible value. And like we said, you can spend New Year and Christmas in the Caribbean, which I think is just
the Meon Valley Marriott. Did we mention that?
No, we haven't mentioned it yet.
We've got this half-price deal with the Meon Valley Marriott. And if you were to do that on that particular cruise, you get your parking involved. So you have your cruise, your holiday starts a day early, you stay at the hotel, you get a chauffeur transfer to the port, chauffeur transfer back, and your car stays at the hotel. So you get 25 days parking.
So you don't even have to worry about that.
£70 per person.
And your holiday starts when you get to the Meon Valley, which I think is great as well.
It's crazy, isn't it? It's Black Friday.
It is. It's Black Friday. Grab that deal. It is incredible. I can't believe it.